In the heart of an enchanted forest, where shadows danced with whispers of magic, two souls awaited their fate. Would hope flourish in despair, or would darkness claim their hearts forever? This is a tale of a witch's encounter that could reshape destiny itself. Lyra, the witch, stood alone beneath the ancient oaks, her heart heavy with uncertainty. Each flicker of her candle brought forth memories of love lost and dreams shattered, swelling the tide of despair within her. Yet, deep within, a spark of hope flickered. Lyra had spent decades harnessing her powers, using them to heal the broken, believing that one day she too would find redemption from her sorrow. As night deepened, a figure emerged from the mist. A lost traveler named Ethan wandered into her realm, cloaked in weariness and despair. His eyes reflected the echoes of a once bright spirit now dulled by life's burdens. Ethan's presence sparked a surge of conflicting emotions in Lyra. Could she trust this stranger? Or was he another reminder of her own pain? The forest seemed to hold its breath, awaiting her response. Mustering her courage, Lyra approached Ethan, her voice soft yet firm. "What brings you to these haunted woods?" she asked, sensing the weight of his sorrow. Her heart began to tangle with his fate. Ethan shared his tale of loss, a beloved family member taken too soon, leaving him adrift in a world devoid of joy. Lyra listened intently, her own heart aching as she recognized the pain mirrored in his. As they spoke, the boundaries between them blurred. Lyra could feel the weight of his despair, but also glimpse the flicker of hope hidden within his words. Could they help one another heal their wounds? In that moment, Lyra made a decision. Drawing upon the ancient magic of the forest, she offered Ethan a chance to reclaim his joy. But such magic came with a price, a sacrifice that could bind their fates forever. Ethan pondered her offer, knowing that to embrace hope would mean risking the little he had left. "What is the price?" he asked, his voice trembling with fear and anticipation. Lyra explained that to restore joy, he would need to part with a cherished memory, one that held him captive in sorrow. It was a bitter choice, one that could shatter the very essence of who he was. Ethan's heart raced, torn between the desire for happiness and the fear of losing his past. The forest around them shimmered, reflecting his inner turmoil as hope and despair entwined in a deadly dance. With a heavy heart, Ethan made his choice. He would surrender the memory of his family's laughter, a bittersweet sacrifice to embrace the possibility of new joy. Lyra's heart ached at his decision, but she admired his bravery. As the memory slipped away, a warm light enveloped Ethan. The forest responded, vibrant flora blooming, and the air filled with laughter as echoes of his choice brought forth renewal. Lyra watched in awe, feeling the weight of their shared moment. Ethan's sacrifice rippled through the forest, intertwining their fates in ways she had never imagined. Hope surged within her for the first time in years. But as the laughter faded, Lyra realized that joy wasn't without its shadows. Ethan's sorrow still lingered, now intertwined with her own. They were bound, two souls learning to dance between hope and despair. In the days that followed, they explored the depths of the enchanted forest together, finding beauty and magic in every nook. Yet, shadows of their pasts haunted them, whispering doubts in the stillness of the night. With every adventure, their bond deepened. They laughed, shared stories, and found comfort in each other's arms. Yet the fear of losing their newfound joy loomed like a dark cloud over their heads. The enchanted forest became a sanctuary, each corner revealing new wonders. But beneath the beauty lay the tension of their sacrifices, a reminder that every joy was rooted in the pain of letting go. One fateful evening, as twilight draped the forest in hues of indigo, a dark force encroached upon their sanctuary. A malevolent spirit, drawn by their bond, sought to sever the connection they had forged. Lyra sensed the disturbance in the air. "We must protect our bond," she urged Ethan, her voice steady despite the fear coursing through her veins. Together, they prepared to face the darkness threatening their joy. The forest darkened, the trees bending ominously as the spirit advanced. Lyra summoned her magic, intertwining it with Ethan's lingering strength, their hearts beating in unison as they faced their foe. As the spirit lunged, Lyra unleashed her magic, a brilliant light erupting from her hands. It clashed against the darkness, illuminating their surroundings and revealing their deepest fears. In that moment of chaos, Ethan felt the weight of his sacrifice. He understood that to protect their bond, he must confront the pain of his lost memories. He stepped forward, ready to embrace his past once more. Lyra watched in awe as Ethan summoned the courage to face his memories. Their shared light flickered, battling against the darkness, each heartbeat echoing their promise to one another. With a fierce determination, Ethan drew upon the laughter of his family, allowing it to flow through him. The memories ignited a fire within, reinforcing the bond between him and Lyra. Their combined strength unleashed a wave of energy, shattering the dark spirit's grip. Light poured forth, engulfing the darkness, and for a moment, hope soared as despair receded. But the dark spirit was relentless, reforming with rage, refusing to let go of the bond it wished to sever. Lyra and Ethan braced themselves for one final push, their hearts intertwined as one. In a climactic clash, Lyra and Ethan unleashed everything they had. With a final incantation, their voices harmonized, a beautiful melody resonating through the forest, binding their fates forever. The spirit screamed in defiance as the light engulfed it, banishing the darkness forever. In that moment, hope and despair were reborn, eternally connected through their sacrifice. As silence fell upon the forest, Lyra and Ethan stood together, exhaustion mingling with relief. They had faced the darkness and emerged stronger, their bond forged in the fires of sacrifice. With the threat vanquished, the forest revealed its beauty anew. Vibrant flowers bloomed, and the gentle hum of life returned, a testament to their victory over despair. Lyra realized that hope did not mean the absence of despair, but rather the coexistence of both. They had learned to embrace the shadows, for they too were part of their journey. Ethan smiled at Lyra, his heart lighter despite the loss. Together, they had forged a new path through the darkness, one that would lead them to a brighter future filled with love. As they wandered hand in hand, the enchantment of the forest pulsed around them. Every step echoed with laughter and the promise of new memories yet to come, intertwining hope and love. They found a hidden glade where a crystal clear pond reflected their faces. The water shimmered, capturing the essence of their journey, a tale of love, loss, and rebirth. In that moment, Lyra and Ethan pledged to cherish their journey, no matter how entwined with despair it may become. Their love was a beacon, guiding them through every shadow. As twilight descended once more, the forest shimmered with countless stars. Lyra understood that they were no longer alone. Their love had woven itself into the very fabric of the enchanted world. Their story sparked whispers among the creatures of the forest, a tale of bravery and hope passed down through generations. The legacy of Lyra and Ethan would inspire those who wandered into the shadows. As days turned to months, the enchanted forest flourished, embodying the love that had blossomed there. Each flower, each breeze was a testament to their enduring bond. Lyra and Ethan continued to protect the forest, ensuring that hope and love thrived in every corner. They had become guardians of the enchanted realm, bound by the sacrifices they had made. As the seasons changed, the story of the witch and the traveler became a cherished memory within the hearts of all who entered the forest. Their legacy was one of unity and resilience. Years passed, and the enchanted forest became a haven for lost souls. Those seeking solace found comfort in the love that Lyra and Ethan had nurtured, a beacon of hope in times of despair. Lyra and Ethan often shared their tale with the creatures, reminding them of the struggles that come with love. They taught that hope is found not in perfection, but in the strength to face despair together. In the enchanted forest, hope and despair continue to dance in the shadows, forever intertwined through the love of a witch and a traveler. Their journey serves as a reminder that even in the darkest times, love can light the way. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Shadows stretched across the forest floor, intertwining with the whispers of the night. The witch, Elara, stood at the edge of a glimmering pool, her heart heavy with uncertainty. She could feel the tug of fate pulling her in two directions, toward an uncertain future or the safety of the past. The traveler, Calum, approached cautiously, his heart racing as he sensed the brewing storm of emotions within Elara. He had journeyed through treacherous paths, embracing the dangers of the enchanted forest, all to be by her side. Yet he could not shake the feeling that something dark was lurking just beyond the trees. Suddenly, the cool night air crackled with an unseen energy, and Alara's eyes widened as she sensed a disturbance in the magic surrounding them. A shadowy figure emerged from the trees, cloaked in darkness, embodying the despair they fought so hard to overcome. It was a reminder of the sacrifice they had made. The figure's voice echoed through the clearing, a haunting melody that chilled their very souls. You believe love can conquer all, but what of the price you must pay? It taunted, feeding on their fears and insecurities. Elara clenched her fists, determination igniting within her. Calum stepped forward, his gaze unwavering as he faced the darkness. We are willing to pay any price for love, even if it means facing the shadows that haunt us, he declared, his voice resonating with strength. The forest seemed to hold its breath, waiting for the outcome of this confrontation. Elara joined him, their hands entwined, a symbol of unity against despair's grasp. Together, they summoned the magic of the forest, a radiant light illuminating the darkness. The shadowy figure recoiled, its form twisting as if in pain, but it did not retreat. The darkness spoke again, its tone now laced with desperation. You think love can shield you from sacrifice? Look around you. This forest thrives on the anguish of those who dare to love. It gestured towards the twisted trees, their gnarled limbs a testament to hearts broken by longing. Alara's heart sank, realizing the truth in its words. Each tree held the essence of lovers who had faltered, their dreams lost in the shadows. But she remembered the lessons of her ancestors, that love's strength could also mend what was broken, if one dared to believe. Love is not just a shield, but a force that can reshape destiny, Alara declared, her voice steady and resolute. Drawing upon her inner power, she channeled the magic that had been passed down through generations. A soft glow enveloped her, illuminating the dark corners of the forest. Calum felt the warmth of her magic blending with his resolve, forging an unbreakable bond. Together, they turned toward the shadowy figure, their combined energy radiating like a beacon through the night. The despair that had once threatened to consume them began to wane. The shadowy figure writhed, its form twisting violently as it fought against the light. You cannot erase the past, it shrieked, the echo of lost dreams reverberating through the trees. But Elara and Calum stood firm, drawing strength from one another. With each pulse of their combined light, Elara and Calum felt the weight of despair lessening. The forest began to shift, the twisted trees slowly unfurling, revealing glimpses of hope hidden within their bark. Love was healing the wounds of the past. The shadowy figure's form dimmed, and a new voice emerged from within its depths. A voice filled with sorrow, but also longing for redemption. Help me find peace, it begged, the darkness crackling with uncertainty as it began to merge with the light. Elara and Calum exchanged a glance, understanding the power of forgiveness and healing. With a gentle nod, they extended their light toward the figure. We will help you find peace. Together, we can reclaim what has been lost. They spoke in unison, their voices steady. As their light enveloped the shadowy figure, the energy shifted, transforming the anguish into a serene glow. The forest vibrated with harmony, revealing hidden paths that beckoned with promise. Hope and love intertwined, casting away the remnants of despair. The once darkened corners of the forest now flourished with life, vibrant flowers blooming where despair had once thrived. Alara and Calum felt a renewed sense of purpose, understanding that their love had not only saved themselves, but it also healed the forest spirit. Yet, as they ventured deeper into the forest, they sensed a lingering presence, a reminder that darkness could return. A chilling breeze swept through the trees, stirring the leaves and whispering warnings of trials yet to come. Hope was strong, but so was the weight of their journey. Elara turned to Caleb, determination etched on her face. Together, we'll face whatever comes our way. Love is our greatest weapon against despair, and I believe in us, she vowed, her trust in their bond unwavering. Caleb nodded, feeling the strength of her resolve. As they walked, the forest came alive with echoes of past lovers and stories of sacrifice. Each step resonated with the heartbeat of the enchanted realm, an affirmation that love stories were etched into the very fabric of the woods, timeless and eternal. Suddenly, they stumbled upon an ancient stone archway, its surface covered in intricate carvings that shimmered under the moonlight. It was a portal, a threshold to realms unknown. Alara's breath caught in her throat. She sensed that crossing it could change everything. This is it, isn't it? The place where destinies are forged? Caleb whispered, awe in his voice. He reached for Alara's hand, the weight of their decision palpable. With a single nod, they understood the gravity of what lay ahead. Their journey was far from over. With their hearts intertwined, they stepped forward through the archway, the air thick with anticipation. A burst of light enveloped them, and for a moment they were suspended between worlds, the magic of the enchanted forest holding its breath as they crossed into the unknown. Emerging on the other side, they found themselves in a realm where time felt fluid, colors more vibrant, and the very essence of love pulsed in the air around them. It was a paradise of dreams, a place where hope thrived unchallenged, yet shadows still lingered at the edges. Yet, as they marveled at the beauty before them, a low growl echoed through the air. From the depths of the vibrant paradise emerged a creature of shadows, its eyes glowing with an eerie light. Elara's heart raced. This was a guardian of the realm, a test of their love's endurance. You have entered a sacred space, but only those truly bound by love may pass through unharmed. The creature growled, its voice a mix of challenge and intrigue. Elara and Caleb exchanged determined glances, prepared to prove the strength of their bond. What is love to you? The creature demanded, its gaze piercing through their souls. Elara took a step forward, recalling the countless lessons learned in the enchanted forest, the sacrifices, the battles fought, and the light that stemmed from their unity. Love is accepting one another's flaws, embracing the darkness within, and finding strength to rise together, she proclaimed, her voice unwavering. Caleb's heart swelled with pride. Her words resonated with the very essence of their journey, a journey defined by hope amidst despair. The creature's form flickered, uncertainty creeping into its eyes. It had witnessed countless lovers falter, yet something about their bond felt different. Caleb stepped beside Elara, his voice steady. And love is a choice we make every day, a commitment to face life's uncertainties hand in hand. The guardian's growl softened, its expression shifting from suspicion to understanding. Very well, if your love is as pure as you claim, then proceed. But know that your journey has just begun, and shadows will always lurk in the corners of your hearts. With the guardian's blessing, Elara and Caleb ventured deeper into the vibrant realm, their hearts buoyed by the strength of their love. They encountered landscapes of breathtaking beauty and met others whose stories added layers to their own, intertwining destinies in ways they had yet to comprehend. In one clearing, they stumbled upon a gathering of enchanted creatures, beings of light and shadow who shared tales of love and loss. Each story resonated with the struggles they faced, a reminder that the path of love is often paved with both joy and sorrow. A wise elder among them spoke, his voice soothing yet firm. Love is a journey that changes you, shaping your very essence. It will test your strength, challenge your beliefs, and transform you into something greater than you ever imagined. Elara and Calum listened intently, recognizing the truth in his words. Their love had already transformed them, forging a bond beyond mere affection, turning them into warriors of hope amidst despair. They felt empowered to embrace whatever challenges lay ahead. As the gathering concluded, the elder gifted Elara a small crystal, shimmering with captured light. This will guide you when shadows threaten to engulf you. Trust in its glow. It embodies the hope that resides within your love, he instructed, his gaze piercing but kind. With gratitude, Elara accepted the crystal, feeling its warmth radiate through her palm. She turned to Calum, determination sparking in her eyes. With this, we are equipped to face the shadows ahead. Together, we will navigate whatever trials this realm throws our way. As they journeyed on, the landscape transformed, revealing paths of light that twisted and turned, each one leading to new adventures. They felt the weight of the world shift as they embraced the uncertainty, knowing that love would guide them through the unknown. But the shadows were never far behind. As they traveled, whispers of doubt echoed at the edges of their minds, tempting them to question their choices. The challenges they faced would test the very foundation of their bond, pushing them to confront their deepest fears. One evening, as they rested beneath a canopy of stars, Elara gazed into the night sky, lost in thought. What if we fail? What if our love isn't strong enough to overcome the darkness? She pondered, her voice barely above a whisper, vulnerability creeping in. Calum turned to her, his heart aching at her doubt. We are stronger together, Elara. Remember the lessons we've learned. The magic we wield comes from our unity. Even in darkness, we have each other, and that is our greatest strength. He reassured her, his conviction unwavering. Elara felt a flicker of hope reignite within her, nourished by Calum's words. She understood that doubt was a natural part of their journey, a shadow that could only be dispelled by the light of their love. Together, they could face whatever awaited them. The next day, they faced a new challenge, a raging river that threatened to sweep them away. The waters were wild and unpredictable, a reflection of the turmoil that sometimes brewed within their hearts. They needed to find a way to cross, trusting in each other's abilities. Elara closed her eyes, focusing on the magic within her. I can create a bridge, but it will require all of my strength. I need you to be ready to support me, she instructed Calum, her determination shining bright. He nodded, understanding the gravity of the task ahead. As Elara unleashed her magic, a shimmering bridge formed over the tumultuous waters, a testament to their faith in one another. Calum stood ready to help her stabilize it, feeling the intensity of the moment as the river roared beneath them. Together, they crossed the bridge, each step resonating with their shared determination. The roar of the river faded into the background, replaced by the rhythm of their hearts beating as one. They emerged on the other side, knowing they had faced another trial together. As they looked back at the river, now just a distant roar, Elara squeezed Calum's hand. Every challenge we face only strengthens our bond. Love is our bridge over the darkest waters, and together we can conquer anything that lies ahead, she declared with newfound confidence. As twilight descended upon the enchanted forest, the air thickened with magic and uncertainty. Elara and Calum pressed onward, their hearts entwined yet wary of the unseen dangers that awaited them. With every step, the shadows seemed to dance, whispering secrets of those who had come before. Suddenly, a chilling breeze swept through the trees, carrying with it the scent of old magic. Elara shivered, feeling a deep sense of foreboding wash over her. What if we're not alone in these woods? She pondered aloud, her grip on Calum tightening. Calum's resolve hardened at her words. We must stay vigilant. The forest is filled with ancient spirits, both benevolent and malevolent. Trust in our bond, Elara. It has brought us this far. He stepped forward, determined to shield her from whatever lurked in the shadows. As they ventured deeper, a fog rolled in, swirling around their feet like restless souls. The atmosphere thickened, and Ilara could feel the weight of history pressing against her. Ghostly figures flickered at the edges of her vision, their sorrowful eyes pleading for release. Ilara stopped, her heart racing as she recognized the pain etched on the faces of the lost souls. "They're trapped, Calum. We must help them," she exclaimed, her voice a mix of compassion and desperation. Calum felt the urgency in her words, but hesitated, sensing the risk involved. "Helping them could endanger us, Ilara. We don't know what binds them here," Calum cautioned, glancing back at the flickering figures. Yet, he could not ignore the fire of determination burning in her eyes. Love always had a way of complicating the simplest choices. With resolve, Elara stepped closer to the ethereal forms. "We can't turn our backs on those in need, Calum. They deserve release from their torment, just as we seek our own freedom. Together, we can face whatever danger lies ahead." Calum's heart swelled with admiration for her bravery. He stepped beside her, intertwining their fingers. "Then we shall face this together," he declared, feeling the strength of their love empower him against the darkness. They turned to the spirits, ready to confront the unknown. As they spoke words of comfort, the spirits began to coalesce into clearer forms, revealing their tragic stories of love and loss. Each tale wove a tapestry of despair, resonating with Alara and Calum's own journey. They listened, hearts heavy, yet hopeful. A dark figure emerged from the shadows, watching their every move with keen interest. The forest trembled at its presence, and the spirits recoiled in fear. Calum instinctively stepped in front of Alara, sensing the danger radiating from the being. "You dare meddle with the souls of this forest?" the figure hissed, its voice a menacing whisper that sent chills through the air. Elara's pulse quickened as she realized this entity may be the cause of the spirit's torment. "We are here to help them find peace," Elara shouted defiantly, her spirit ignited by the injustice she sensed. Calum felt her energy surge and stood resolutely by her side, ready to face whatever the dark being would throw at them. The dark figure laughed, a sound that echoed through the trees. "Peace? You are naive, child. These souls are mine, bound to serve my will for eternity." The taunting words hung in the air like fog, thickening the tension between them. Elara clenched her fists, drawing on her magic as she felt the weight of despair behind the figure's words. "We will not let you keep them. Love is stronger than your darkness," she cried out, channeling her emotions into a luminescent shield around them. The dark being faltered, taken aback by the sheer brightness of her magic. Calum felt a renewed sense of hope surge within him as he joined Alara, their energies merging into a brilliant light that pushed back the shadows. Fueled by their love and the stories of the spirits, they pressed forward. The dark figure screamed as the light encroached upon it, revealing cracks in its ominous facade. It was weakening under the force of their united strength. In that moment, the spirits surged around them, drawn to the light of hope. They began to free themselves from the dark bonds that had held them captive for so long. Ilara and Calum could feel the forest itself rallying alongside them. The dark figure, now desperate, extended its hands, trying to grasp at their light. "You cannot save them. They belong to me," it wailed. But its voice was growing fainter as the spirits regained their essence. Elara felt the spirit's gratitude wash over her like a warm embrace. "We're close, Calum. We can do this," she encouraged, channeling the energy of the freed souls into their magic, amplifying their strength tenfold. With one final push, their combined magic shattered the dark figure's hold, and with a blinding flash, it was consumed by the light. The whispers of the spirits filled the air, a symphony of freedom and joy that resonated through the forest. As the light faded, the forest transformed, vibrant colors bursting forth where shadows once lay. Ilara and Calum stood hand in hand, breathing in the fresh, revitalized air. The spirits, now free, shimmered in gratitude before ascending to the skies. Yet, as they celebrated their victory, an ominous shadow lingered on the horizon, a reminder that darkness was never far behind. Alara's heart sank as she felt the pull of fate whispering in her ear, urging her to remain vigilant. We mustn't let our guard down just yet, Calum warned, sensing Alara's unease. He gently placed a hand on her shoulder, offering comfort. We've overcome one trial, but many more may lie ahead. Together, we will face whatever comes next. Alara nodded, her spirit reignited by Calum's words. As they continued deeper into the forest, they found an ancient stone altar covered in intricate runes that pulsed with energy. It felt like a gateway to another realm. This must be a place of power, Ilara murmured, her fingers tracing the runes. It might be connected to the spirits we freed. Perhaps it holds the key to understanding what lies ahead. Calum leaned closer, intrigued by the discovery. As Alara activated the altar with her magic, the runes flared to life, illuminating the surroundings with a radiant glow. Images of past battles and lost souls flickered before their eyes, revealing the history of the forest and its guardians. Calum felt a surge of emotions as he witnessed the struggles of those who came before them. Every hero has faced their trials, he whispered, drawing strength from their experiences. We are not alone in this fight, Ilara. We carry their legacy with us. Ilara nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility settle upon her shoulders. We must honor their sacrifices by forging our own path. If we are to protect this realm, we cannot shy away from what we need to face ahead. As the last images faded, the altar trembled, and a soft voice echoed through the air. Seek the heart of the forest, where the ancients dwell. Only then will you unlock the true power within you. The warning hung heavy as they exchanged glances. The heart of the forest, Calum mused, his brow furrowed in thought. It could be the source of the magic that binds us all, but it's also likely to be deeply guarded. We need to prepare ourselves for whatever awaits us there. Ilara took a deep breath, steadying her resolve. Then we will gather our strength and move forward. We've overcome so much together, Calum. This is just another chapter in our story. Her eyes sparkled with determination, igniting hope in Calum's heart. With their next destination clear, Alara and Calum ventured deeper, guided by the whispers of the forest. The air crackled with anticipation, and every rustle of leaves felt like a promise of new adventures waiting to unfold. Suddenly, they stumbled upon a clearing bathed in moonlight, where a circle of ancient stones stood sentinel. Each stone was etched with runes that glowed softly, echoing the energy of the altar. They had found a sacred site. This is beautiful, Ilara breathed, her eyes wide with wonder. There's so much magic here, Calum. It feels alive. She stepped closer to one of the stones, feeling the pulse of energy as if it were in sync with her own heartbeat. Calum joined her, placing his hand against another stone. I can feel it too. This must be a gathering place for the ancients. They've woven their power into the very fabric of this forest, he mused, feeling a connection to the past. As they stood in reverent silence, the air shimmered, and a figure appeared before them, an ancient guardian of the forest. Its presence radiated wisdom and strength. You have come seeking the heart of the forest, it spoke, its voice echoing like thunder. Yes, we seek to protect this realm and understand our place within it, Ilara responded, her voice steady despite the awe she felt. Calum stood beside her, emboldened by her bravery, ready to face whatever challenge lay ahead. The guardian nodded, its eyes shimmering like stars. The heart of the forest is both a blessing and a curse. It holds great power, but it is also home to darkness that seeks to reclaim what was lost. Are you prepared for the trials that await you? Calum stepped forward, determination etched on his face. We are ready to face whatever challenges come our way. Love has brought us this far. It will guide us through. His voice was filled with unwavering conviction. The guardian's form shimmered, revealing a pathway leading deeper into the forest. Then you must follow this path. But be warned, the heart of the forest tests not only your strength, but your very essence. Only those pure of heart shall prevail. Alara and Calum exchanged determined glances. Their resolve solidified. They stepped forward together, ready to embrace the unknown. With every step they took, the air grew thicker with magic, and the forest whispered encouragement. As they walked, their surroundings began to shift, colors blending into a kaleidoscope of shades. They felt time lose meaning, as if the very essence of the forest was testing their patience and perseverance. Suddenly, the air crackled and a fierce wind swept through, scattering leaves like confetti. Elara struggled to maintain her footing, but Calum's strong hand anchored her, reminding her of their unbreakable bond. "Stay close to me, Elara," Calum shouted over the roar of the wind, his eyes fierce with determination. Together, they pressed on, knowing that with each challenge faced, they grew stronger and more united in their love. As the wind finally calmed, they found themselves standing before a magnificent tree, its trunk wide and ancient, the heart of the forest. It radiated raw power and wisdom, beckoning them closer, yet they felt the weight of its presence. Elara and Calum approached the tree, feeling the energy pulsing from its core. "This must be it, the heart of the forest," Elara whispered, awestruck. They could sense that this was the moment they had been destined for, the culmination of their journey thus far. As they reached out to touch the bark, a surge of energy enveloped them, sending visions of the forest's past rushing through their minds. They saw the guardians who had come before them and the sacrifices made to protect the realm. Elara gasped, overwhelmed by the emotions of the ancient guardians. "They did this for love, Calum. They gave everything to protect this realm." Tears brimmed in her eyes as she felt the weight of their legacy pressing upon her heart. Calum wiped a tear from her cheek, his heart swelling with pride for her compassion. "We will honor their sacrifices, Elara. Together, we will protect this realm and carry their love forward." His message resonated with the very essence of the tree. In that moment, the tree responded, its bark shimmering with energy as it revealed a pathway. "You have proven your hearts are pure. Follow this path to unlock the true magic within you." The voice was strong and full of hope. Elara and Calum shared a glance filled with understanding, knowing this was their moment to embrace the destiny that awaited them. They stepped onto the glowing pathway, hearts racing with anticipation for what lay ahead. As they walked, the forest around them began to shift once more, shadows curling and twisting in the light. It felt as if the very fabric of reality was bending, guiding them to the heart of magic itself. Suddenly, the ground beneath them shook, and from the earth emerged a brilliant light, swirling with colors that danced like fireflies. It enveloped them in warmth, filling them with a sense of belonging and purpose. "This is it, Calum. I can feel the magic," Elara exclaimed, her spirit soaring with the energy around them. "We are on the brink of something incredible." Her excitement was palpable, fueling Calum's determination. As they continued onward, they entered a dome of light, a celestial space where the essence of the forest intertwined with the cosmos. Stars twinkled above as if celebrating their journey, creating a mesmerizing spectacle. In the heart of the dome, a radiant crystal pulsed with life, shimmering with the colors of the forest. Elara and Calum approached it cautiously, feeling its power resonate within their very souls. "This is the source of the forest's magic," Elara whispered, awestruck. Calum reached out, feeling the energy coursing through him. It was as if the universe itself was inviting them to connect, to become one with the magic. Together, they placed their hands on the crystal, and a surge of energy enveloped them, unlocking their true potential. Visions of their future flashed before them, filled with battles, victories, and the love that would sustain them through it all. As the energy subsided, they found themselves back at the base of the ancient tree, forever changed. The wisdom and power of the forest now flowed through them, binding them to its magic and to each other in ways they couldn't yet comprehend. Alara's heart raced as she looked at Calum, a profound connection binding them. Together, we are stronger than ever, Calum. We carry the legacy of the ancients within us. She felt invincible, ready to face whatever awaited them next. Calum nodded, a fierce determination shining in his eyes. We are the guardians of this realm now. We will protect it with everything we have. No darkness can extinguish what we carry in our hearts. The resolve in his voice resonated with the very essence of the forest. With their newfound power, they turned to leave the clearing, the path ahead illuminated by the magic that flowed through them. They would face the trials ahead, united as one, with love as their guiding light. As they journeyed onward, they felt the shadows begin to stir. Sensing the awakening of their power, a dark force loomed nearby, aware that the balance had shifted and seeking to reclaim its lost control over the realm. But Alara and Calum stood firm, ready to face whatever darkness awaited them. With every step, their love fortified their spirits, preparing them for the battles yet to come. Together, they would rise against the odds, destined to protect their realm. And so, with their hearts intertwined and spirits ignited, Alara and Calum embarked on the next chapter of their epic journey. The enchanted forest awaited, filled with trials and treasures that would test their love and resolve like never before.